All right, I want you to guess what's inside the bag. Pause the video. All right, did you guess right? Well, we'll find out in a second. I'm gonna take it out of the bag and reveal what's inside of this bag. So one of my friends, our acquaintances online named Gojitron, had a flash sale on his Instagram account. This is one of the figures I got from him, and I think it's really even better than I thought it was going to be, honestly. This is my first time opening it, so it's not like I'm like planning ahead to see anything. I thought it was going to be one of those squeezy chew toys is what I call them. It's a little soft on the arms, but that's okay. I thought it was completely going to be like I call them doggy chew toys. It's not at all. This is solid. That is not, I can't squeeze it. But I've gotten figures in the past that are about 8 inches tall from Sentai series, and they're basically like doggy squeeze toys. Now this, I have no idea what it is. It's not a clue. It says Zubaya. I'm trying to think if the little helmet comes off of it, maybe. Like maybe it's a button you put on your shirt. I had something like that one time where your top button just slides over the top button. I don't have a clue what that is. Maybe it's a game token. He's got closed fists, so you really can't make him do the little Ultraman crossing of his hands. But I don't know if this particular Ultraman does that. I'm not quite sure which one this is off the top of my head, but they all look the same to me. They're all the same colors, basically. They did start using blue in the later ones, like I think in Nexus or something. But I love Ultraman. I've been watching it since I was a kid. When I was a kid in the 70s, they would show Ultraman at my daycare, which was called a nursery back then. And the beginning was really gross because it would be like stirring paint backwards. Basically, I think they had Ultraman spelled out in paint and they mixed it up. So they would unmix it and it'd be Ultraman. And it was so much fun to watch a giant, attack like kaiju, which we didn't know what they were. We just called them Godzillas. And defend the people of Tokyo. For all we knew. I mean, we've got to work off our memories here. I watched it every day because that Ultraman was the coolest. So this particular figure, it bends this far forward and the legs far all back, jotted about the same amount. He can't sit down then in a chair, so that's going to be out of the question. Which, when you're 40 feet tall, do you have a chair to sit in? His arms go around 360 degrees. There's no other articulation except in his head. And there appears to be screws in the back of him. So in case he gets stuck, you can get him out of that by unscrewing these. I don't know. I guess if you want to change it up or do some kind of crazy stuff. But that looks like a lot of fun. Now you might be thinking, how big is this? Well, it's bigger than the 3 3/4 Star Wars figure right here. But I don't know if it's 6 inches tall. Let's compare it to another figure I have on the hand. It's about this big as an Alicon, which also came from him. All right, so I would say it's about 5.5 inches. I don't know. I think I got it for like $5, so I'm happy. So thank you very much, and comment below and let me know which one's your favorite Ultraman series. I like them all, but if I had to pick one, it'd be Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad or Gridman, which has nothing to do with Ultraman. But when I first saw Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad, I was like, that's the coolest out of all of these Power Rangers series back in the 90s because it looked just like Ultraman. I could relate to it. I felt like Power Rangers at that time was just a rip-off of Ultron. Little did I know I was wrong.